It's Cast Iron here on WNCW. What's next?
Train to Nowhere. On a train to nowhere, where I am heading fast, staring out the window, time is going past. I see my friends and family behind me down the track, the businessmen in suits and the students in the back. Who will I be? What will I become? Questions to be answered at the setting of the sun. Will I be a stand-up person or the opposite of that? Will I be the one to lean on in times where trouble hacks? Only time can make a diamond or a pocket full of coal. Will I shimmer in the sunlight? Will I live to grow? Will I shimmer in the sunlight? Will I live to grow? I've been bold, I've been battered, I've been told, I've been torn. Can't seem to make things right in this little town no more. I see the loved ones lost as the glimmer of love fades. My bag's already packed and I'm standing at the gate. Who will I be? What will I become? Questions to be answered at the setting of the sun. Will I be a stand-up person or the opposite of that? Will I be the one to lean on in times where trouble hacks? Only time can make a diamond or a pocket full of coal. Will I shimmer in the sunlight? Will I live to grow? Will I shimmer in the sunlight? Will I live to grow? Left the lovers and the others at platform number 4. My plane is moving forward, I'm coming here no more. I see the friends and family behind me down the track. I shed a little tear, 'cause I won't be coming back. Who will I be? What will I become? Questions to be answered at the setting of the sun. Will I be a stand-up person or the opposite of that? Will I be the one to lean on in times where trouble hacks? Only time can make a dime or a pocket full of coal. Will I shimmer in the sunlight? Will I live to grow? Will I shimmer in the sunlight? Will I live to grow?
Song called Train to Nowhere on WNCW from Cast Iron, bluegrass band out of Asheville, live in Studio B with us. Rob Sine, the guitarist, singing that one. And I noticed that all the songs on this album, and you write about in the liner notes there, they're all originals except for one, a James Taylor cover. And I'm wondering, well, how did that work out? What made that one become the one cover?
Yeah, I was sitting in a parking lot somewhere and I saw that there was a James Taylor album that had come out that I had not listened through yet. So I listened through that, and as soon as I heard that song, Today, I was thinking, man, I could imagine like an older era of J.D. Crowe in the New South or somebody kind of doing that back in the day. And I thought, well, let me bring it to the band, that song, and see if that's something we could work up. Maybe, so we got it worked up for the album. We've performed it a couple of times live, and interesting, different. A lot of it's not a bluegrass song, right? And so there's very everybody should go take a listen to James's version of that. And the chord progression is pretty wild. I get a little experimental.
Yeah, cool.
I like to try to figure all that stuff out, but yeah.
So yeah, some of it is changing the chord progressions and maybe other like kind of
many times in a short amount of time.
Oh, really? All right. Yeah, it's some songs involve a fair amount of changes to turn it into a bluegrass song. Mm-hmm. It's surprising how many songs that totally aren't bluegrass can work wonderfully in bluegrass, but you might have to make some changes to the skeletal structure or something of it.
I'm very willing to try anything in bluegrass style.
Okay, yeah.
And sometimes it works. Again, sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Throw it all out there and whatever. See what sticks.
I think, like Nick was saying, I mean, speaking for me anyway, but it's a big influence. Like Gordon Lightfoot's. There's so many songs that are genre crossers that are just fantastic bluegrass tunes, and like he's saying, J.D. Crowe, I mean, how they implemented a lot of those tunes that end up being just classics for us.
Yeah.
Now, they didn't say, well, that's not that. It would have never been, so I'm glad that they did, because it can really, really work great in a bluegrass format. So.
Yeah. You mentioned earlier playing in the bluegrass jam sessions around town is like a key part. I mean, that's how you met Adam Bachman, I guess, who's doing some great dobro work here today. Talk about the bluegrass jam scene. I think it's pretty darn strong in Asheville. That kind of goes without saying. Any favorite venues or things that happen?
It's really cool. Of course, Jack of the Wood tends to be the mecca for everybody. So Thursday nights that happens. Our good buddy Drew Matalich hosts that, and I think a lot of us met there. I know Andrew and I met there 12 years ago or something. And
somebody who we didn't know, somebody in between us said, do you guys know each other? And we went, no, before we ever met. Said, you guys would be really good buddies.
No kidding.
All right. It's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some good ones all around. I used to host one down at the Mills River Brewing on Wednesdays. I think that one's still happening. And it's fun to pick with a bunch of different people and see what tunes they know. And Zillicoa is another one. It's like every other Sunday. And it's really cool because you get to have all these different takes on bluegrass music. And, obviously we have a lot of the same repertoire, but how everybody does it's a little different. It can be fun to show up to a gig and be like, oh, I never thought of that.
Right, yeah. Do you ever travel to any other cities and you have your instrument and you end up joining a jam session and find they do it somewhat different?
For the most part, we really kind of stay within like a 400 or 500 mile radius around town in this configuration. At least we've all done traveling in different outfits and things like that. But yeah, there's every jam in Asheville. There's so many different jams in the area, and every one is actually quite different from me. So it's even jam hopping, although the repertoire stays really pretty close. But you go up to Marshall, there's a couple of jams up there. You go to Mars Hill, there's other stuff going on, and it's like a lot of it's a totally different group of people, and there's a few common threads, but.
I can speak as an individual traveling. My husband and I retired here from Pennsylvania 11 years ago, and I still go up and join people up there for jam parties, and I find that some of the traditional songs are done just slightly differently.
Yeah.
And I'm locked into how they're done here, and then I go up there and I make a mistake, and I come back down here. And so there are subtle regional differences in addition to the differences even close by to how things are done.
That's Celia, the bassist, talking. And I think that's fascinating how different regions can have a little difference like that. And how does that happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. It's Cast Iron here on WNCW. They got time for one more, and actually you can watch it. The Studio B live session is happening right now. We got Delphina Sebastian Carrillo doing some camera work. She's a student here at Isothermal. I think she is, unless she just happened to walk in. Yeah, I've been seeing you just the last little while here, along with Michael Lane. So thank you, both of you, for doing the filming. And you guys are playing at the Black Mountain Center for the Arts on October 5th, and also 185 King Street on the 17th. And what is it, Andrew and Rob? Is it just the two of you also playing in a couple of days, or all of you doing 12 Bones?
12 Bones, well, the four of us will be here. I'm sitting that one out. But
okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's 12 Bones South on Thursday?
Yes.
All right.
We call it Cast Iron proper is what's in here, or Cast Iron Light is when we're down to 4. So it'll be Cast Iron Light there.